Hi, I'm Bella Grace here with your extended forecast for 5-country. We are looking pretty nice for today. As we get later into the week, we're going to continue to see some of these pop-up showers that we're already starting to see here in 5-country continue as we near the weekend, really building up because of this cold front. Way off to our northwest, this is slowly going to trek down through most of the U.S., head towards Oklahoma and Arkansas, and bring in a lot more cold air. What it's also bringing in, a few showers. You can already see we're pulling a lot of moisture in from the Gulf Coast, and as we do that, we're building up a few little showers here and there, but as that cold air comes in and the two interact, we're going to see some pretty heavy rain really rolling in for our weekend. Here are those spotty showers we're watching for this afternoon as well as tomorrow afternoon. You can see real light scattered showers popping up here and there, moving relatively quickly and just as quickly moving out. By about 8 o'clock, we'll be mostly clear, a few clouds in the sky, but not too much really happening across 5-country as we get later into the day. Still feeling the heat, and we get to see that again tomorrow. Those temperatures reeling back up. Rain not trying to move in until tomorrow afternoon when we're reaching those highs, likely again in the 90s. We are going to feel nice and warm, but very humid because of the moisture we've got in our atmosphere. We're going to try to get some of that out with these spotty showers, mostly sitting in the river valley for tomorrow over the afternoon and evening hours. Once again, quick, spotty, isolated rain, not really bringing much of a threat to us, just a quick little sprinkle and, maybe to water the lawn. Hopefully we'll get some of that and then it'll move out, but we're all going to be seeing the rain the later we get into the week, still building in even more moisture as we get later into this week. By tomorrow, more dew points higher. We're pushing about 4 extra points of value for our dew points. 5 in Sallisaw. You can see we're really building it in, even as we're seeing those spotty showers, trying to lessen that a little bit, maybe get a little bit of the mugginess out. It's just not helping. We have enough inflow of that moisture that we're going to be feeling very muggy, and it's only going to continue until we get to the weekend. That's when we're going to have these widespread scattered showers because of our cold front that's going to drop down, bring in some cooler air and a lot more rain. That's going to last from Friday into Saturday for most of both days. Still see an increase in rain chances as we start off next week, slowly dropping back down to the isolated range where we are right now. But that still means we're going to see some spotty scattered showers likely on your Labor Day proper and throughout most of the Labor Day weekend. So if you've got plans outside, just get ready for a little bit of a sprinkle. Maybe pack in some umbrellas and set out the raincoats because we're going to likely start to need them as we get into the end of this week and just especially the weekend. Here we're watching that cold front slowly make its way south into Oklahoma. Kansas is going to start to see that as well as Missouri. Even out ahead of this front, we're going to be watching scattered showers, pretty widespread stuff, trying to head into 5-country. Now, that'll start off early Friday morning and take up most of our Friday. But that's becoming heavier as we go throughout the day. I know football is starting this week. We're getting very excited. We want to be outside enjoying this weather, but with scattered showers, we could get a little bit of disruption to our weekend activities. We're starting to see those showers move in a little more scattered and build up a little more as we get later into Friday evening, especially overnight is going to be the heaviest rain points for us in 5-country into Saturday. But you can still see a few pockets of dry air trying to give us a break from the rain in some spots. So if you are going out and enjoying your Friday evening, the start of the Labor Day weekend, you're trying to get outside, maybe you're grilling, you might see some pockets of dry air where you're not quite getting as much rain as you're going to, but that rain will make its way to you. We'll clear out a little bit more as we get into the evening hours, and then more rain builds back in for Saturday, especially Saturday morning into the afternoon and evening. That front moves past us and even behind it. It's not clearing out just yet. We're seeing those residual showers continuing to just beat down on 5 country. We're going to be pretty wet through the rest of the weekend into early next week. Even those spotty showers that we're watching out for are going to be adding to our total rainfall. So we're still expecting below an inch. Our heaviest spots near Waldron getting just below that inch mark. Most of us are going to be about 3/4 of an inch, which is a fair bit of water when we haven't been at the most wet that we have been in the past couple weeks. We've been feeling a little bit more dry, so it'll be nice for us, but it will be just a lot of rain all at once. We are watching a low pressure system trying to head in. That's what's really the catalyst for this cold front coming in, and it's also going to add some cooler air as we get later into next week as well. Even after the holiday weekend has passed, we're still going to be seeing these northwest winds. So we do have some spotty showers likely to continue to pop up as we get later into next week, but we also have a lot of cold air that's going to continue funneling into the area, maybe without as many showers, but definitely feeding those cooler temperatures. Our afternoon highs going to start to feel a little bit more fall-like as we start off September because of this little low pressure area bringing lots of cold air into the Midwest as a whole. We're feeling that all the way down in Arkansas and Oklahoma. You can see we're pretty steady with these northwest winds until about midweek. Then we start to see high pressure trying to build off to our west. That should help to calm things down a little bit more for us later next week, but we've got plenty of time before that to really feel the cool air. You can see we're even feeling slightly below average here in 5 country as we look towards the start of September, about September 3rd to 7th. We're feeling below average temperatures because of that low pressure system that's bringing lots of cold air in. We've got what we call a reinforcing cold front coming in after our first one. Our first cold front bringing in all that rain, like you saw. Our second cold front, that's what's really keeping the cold air here for early next week. But good news is, after we get that reinforcing cold front, we're likely to stay a little bit more dry. A lot of the dry air coming in from the north is going to help clear skies for us, help get rid of the last of that moisture that we've built up over the past couple days and will continue to build up until we get to next week. Things should start to calm down. Definitely feeling that cold air though sticking around for us. We can take a look at our 10-day forecast. You can see we are watching for a weather impact alert day for the last 2 days of this week, Friday and Saturday. That's not so much for severe weather as it is for rain chances, because we are seeing so much rain really build in for these 2 days, and we know it's a holiday weekend and you've got plans outside, you're trying to enjoy this holiday, likely going to run into some problems with that. So it could be impacting your weekend, Labor Day weekend plans. Just keep that in mind. It's going to come with a cooling down of those temperatures. You can see mostly in the 80s for the next couple of days.